Hey guys, I'm going to do number 3 from tonight's homework. This is the one on the back. So the average head size of a baby born at Woodhull Medical Center is a circumference of 13 inches, or has a circumference of 13 inches, with a standard deviation of 1 inch. So there's some important information here. The standard deviation is 1 inch. The circumference is 13 inches. If 782 babies are born at Woodhull in a year, in what percentile range is a baby with a 14.5 inch head? So where would they fall? All right, so let's lay out our information that we've got here. We know that the average circumference, which is what goes here, is 13. And the standard deviation is 1 inch. So up 1 standard deviation is going to be 14, up 2 is going to be 15, up 3 would be a 16-inch head. And then you go down 1. It's not a bad idea to just label this whole thing so that you can see it all right in front of you. In what percentile range is a baby with a 14.5 inch head? So 14.5 is right there. So that baby is 1.5 standard deviations above the mean. So this may have been a bad way to word this question, so we haven't really talked about percentiles just yet. But you can say here that this would be at the 1.5 standard deviation mark, or you could count up all these percentiles that come before it and say that that's the percentile of this baby's head. All right, so that's another option for you. Number 2, or letter B, how many babies will be born with heads larger than 12.5 inches? All right, so where is 12.5 inches? 12.5 is right here. So we got to figure out how many babies are in this group, larger than 12.5. Where are all those babies? All right, so we can add up all those standard deviation, or all the percentages that are above that standard deviation. So we've got a 19.1 and another 19.1, so we can just multiply that by 2. A 15, a 9.2, a 4.4, a 1.7, a 0.5, and a 0.1, which all should add up to 69.1%. Okay, so we got to figure out what is 69.1% of all of the babies. Well, there are 782 babies, so I'll just multiply that by 0.691. And when you punch that into your calculator, you get 540.362 babies. And we know that we can't have 0.362 of a baby, so we're going to round that off to 540 babies. And letter C. If Trent is born with a head size of 12 inches, what percent of babies will have heads larger than him? So we're looking at Trent. He's right here. He's got a 12-inch head. And above him, we're wondering how many babies are going to be born with a head that's larger than him. So we're going to have this 15, we're going to have this 19.1, this 19.1, and all of these percentages above Trent. So we can really just take that 69.1 that we figured out in the last problem, and we'll just add to it the 15 that wasn't included. And when you add 15 to 69.1, you should get 84.1%. And that's the percentage of babies that'll have larger heads than him. It doesn't ask how many babies. If it did ask how many babies, then we would have to take the total number of babies that are born per year and multiply it by this. But this is simply just asking for the percent. All right, so this is a pretty quick homework. Good luck with the front, and I will see you guys tomorrow.